not make that too loud. Hello? I need to make it not too loud for me, jeez. Oh, ah. If there's one thing I still don't like about streaming, it's trying to figure out the audio of everything. Like, who knows how to do audio at this point? I don't know. Has anybody joined me yet? Ugh. Hello, hello, is anybody out there? Because if not, I'm probably just going to play my game until somebody else comes. Can't really have a discussion without more than one person. Where's my water? Oh, there it is. Oh, hello. Welcome to the chat. I do not have a lot in the way of horror games. Before horror fiction podcasts, I was a pansy. So I don't have a lot. But I had this installed for some reason. So I'm like, I'll just go with the horror typing game. That'll work. Also, this music is bitchin', so... I love how I actually have to type the whole word. I should probably read this. After a long period of peace, corruption started to creep under the streets of Rome again. Oh no. Immense powers were granted to the Holy Church high figures, cunningly pulling the city strings behind the curtains. We will talk about podcasts if we get a couple more people coming in. I'll be here for 2 hours. Now, after the last pope died, the church rules leaderless over the city. Why didn't you appoint a new pope? Why? When an exorcist walks alone the alleys of despair in this plagued place, he who claims to be the last of the upright shall take a crucial part in the events involving a strange series of possession cases. Let's play the horror typing game. That's good enough, right? I have no idea what I'm in for. Use arrow keys, okay. Oh, I'm in so much trouble. You'll never believe me, O wise man of the church. I was going to buy medicine for my extremely ill sister when She's like, I've just got no time for your shit. Oh, you surely have bad manners. I was saying, gentle man of God, I need a small contribution of a few liras. You people of the church have plenty of economic resources, don't you? I see, you're not the holy man you're supposed to be, but never mind. I already have something that'll get me medicine and some booze. My knife! Because, I have no sister. Forgive me, Father, for I'm a liar. Now give me your money. What, cat got your tongue? Come on, say something already. Shut up. Oh, that's silly. What did you do to me? What was that? It stings. You really seem to be out of luck. You've crossed paths with a private exorcist. A private exorcist? Who had an incredibly bad day. Ray Bibia is the name. Exorcist, then you are from the church. What were those lights? Every letter I spell is a holy bullet. Oh my god. If anyone else is out there, hope you're having a good time. I'm just playing this in the meantime. Thought we'd have some horror backdrop. A hollet? What kind of ridiculous name is that? My thoughts exactly. They also trigger autocombustion if misused on spiritually healthy people. That's a curious side effect indeed. What? Look, I'm not possessed at all. I just wanted your money. Oh, you say you're not an evil spirit? Well, that will rest upon my judgment. And I'm never mistaken. Never. You're out of your mind, old man. I'm gonna blow your face up with this gun. Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh my god. You have to move and type? That's a pain in the ass. Oh. 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 Ah. I'm gonna die, you crazy. I hope you've learned from this lesson. I have pretty good typing speeds, but I'm not used to my current keyboard, so I also thought this would be good practice. So maybe use my new keyboard. I hope you've learned from this lesson, but I didn't realize I'd have to move at the same time. Ooh, red shoes. Type thy name. Well, this is a horror podcast stream. Life is short, but shitty days never end. I should get that. Yeah. Hello, Ray Bibia, private exit. Hello, my housemate is sick. I love how one of the exclamation points was a 1. I don't know if you saw that. What? Sick? You mean in a cool way? Like, oh dude, that's... This must be some kind of prank. She's got a fever. She's puking everywhere. Oh, there's always one that's a 1. That's funny. When it asked me for my name, I put J-O-N. Sir, I'm an exorcist. Maybe you should call Gemelli Hospital. She is spewing flaming skulls while floating over her bed. Oh, well, that's different. I live on Appia Street. Please hurry. She's puking on my college pictures. Yeah, they tend to do that. On my way. Gotta leave my office and look for the address on my navigator. Appia Street, wasn't it? Okay. Gotta look at the journal. Ah! Okay. So that just tells me what's going on. I'm gonna check my Twitter to see if anybody has said anything. I posted in like 6 Discords. For a human, the real problem with attacking an exorcist is that it doesn't really matter what weapon, knife, power, or gun one uses. You'll always be competing against explosive holy bullets and a bad, bad temper. Okay. Okay, I need to... He said something about a navigator. It seems that my get drunk and pass out night has to wait. Okay, what happens if I try to leave? Can I do that? Please type your destination. Okay. Appia Street. The address is correct. This should be the place. Everything seems to be under control. For now. Who is it? It's the Exorcist. I received a phone call about a young girl, flaming skulls, and vomit. Oh, thank God. Come in quick. Oh, one of them is a 2 this time. She is barfing on everything. It's been hours. She almost got my tie collection. Ugh. No, not the tie collection. Show me the way, please, and try to lower your... Of course, follow me. Oh, God. Please, she puked over my wife's favorite cutlery set. Yes, but please stop They were a gift for our anniversary from Montana. I just love that set. Please help us. You'll have to hurry. Okay, fine. I'm going. Just shut your mouth. Thanks. All the screaming is killing me. Kill my throat if I'm not careful. I'm in for a battle. Oh boy. Ah, an exorcist. You bet, and one of the holiest, too. Don't make me laugh. Holy, you are no saint, Ray, and you know it. What? How do you know my name? Shut your mouth now. I'll cut off your head and then I'll fill your body with vomit. Gross. Ew. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got slimed. Okay. Ah, my book. Ugh. Ugh. Okay, so if I lose the book. this is tricky. Eh. God, this is tricky. Has anyone else joined us? I do not like having to type and having to move at the same time. I did not think this was gonna be a bullet hell typing game. Oh god, she puked on everything. Everything is covered in yak. Yeah, although all these green shades look pretty relaxing in this room. And get out of my house! And take the girl with you. She's fired. What? Look, I don't even know her. How did you recruit her? Oh, we bought her, of course. But we have all the documentation. A slave trade? Well, I suppose I won't be receiving my fee, right? No way. You're the one who should pay me for all this damage. Damn, okay, I'll bring the girl with me. So you can finally keep your fucking mouth shut. Okay, we now have a woman. Thy name is John. I actually made my name Jon because it's 3 letters. Sweet water. Not surprised that demon knew my name. I've kicked some demonic asses and I'm pretty notorious among the devils. But it seemed to know even more than that. That slave trade, though, seems pretty odd. The Holy Church still tolerates this kind of stuff? Or they're just turning a blind eye in favor of shinier matters? I want to dig deeper in this. It could be the source of a demonic outbreak. In that case, I'll have to stop this. This girl needs some decent sleep. Maybe when she wakes up, she'll tell me something useful. Okay, now what? Still no sleep for old Ray. My bed is occupied by a young girl. Of course I saved her from a demon. She was bloody possessed. But how did she get possessed? Where did she come from? I need to prevent any risk of an outbreak. Okay, no one is calling. What's this? It looks like a matchbook. It's from a place downtown, the Titus Twister nightclub. Those are some boobs. She must have dropped it while I was carrying her. Maybe I'll find some answers there. Too bad there's no address written on the back. I should look it up on my Holivetti computer. I hate that pathetic piece of junk. Okay, he has a computer? Sir, you have a computer? You do not seem like the type to have a computer. Where is your computer? So it looks like it's there, but I can't get to it. Unless it's this. I thought this was a TV. It's 1990X. It's one of those ones where it doesn't give a specific year. Meet the Holy Veti from the Holy Church. It runs the MS Deus. Oh, MS Deus is such a good joke. Obliterating system. It's operating. MS Deus. I can't believe people read informations on this crap. For me, it feels like reading the news out of a microwave. An extremely annoying microwave. Anyhow. It is, isn't it? It's so good. Anyhow, I need to start Goddle. Instead of Google, it's Goddle. I don't remember how this works. I should type help and see if I can find some clue. Okay. If I could help. To run Goddle, just type Goddle. Oh, that was easy. Now I can search for as I accidentally forget the U. If I could type. Titus Twister Tits Club. I did not mark this stream for sexual content. Ostience Avenue. I should really pay them a visit. Actually, wait. I was really hoping more people were gonna join. Such is the life of a streamer, I suppose. Maybe we'll get some more in the second hour. I think I started a bit too early today. I think I'm probably gonna start at 2 instead of 1. Then just do the hour lead up into his stream. Yeah, because the thing is, when Johnny streams, it's like 8 or 9 p.m. for him. So he just does this one real late night thing. But for me, it's 3 in the afternoon. So doing something before that is at 2 or 1 in the afternoon. And it's like, people are still busy. Off we go. You know what? I'm just to be safe, I'm just gonna add the sexual themes to my content classification. Stream info successfully updated. Okay. That's better. This place sure looks gross. I can smell alcohol and sweat from here. Leave me be. Looking for some sins, Father? Do you want to know 10 reasons to spend your nights at the Titus Twister? Cheap booze? Now that I think about it, we actually don't need any reasons to come here other than booze. Nothing for him. There's a poster over there that says God is watching. Cool. So God is the eye. Got it. Fuck the clergy. Who is there? Excuse me, sir, do you have a moment to talk about our Lord? Open this goddamn door. Again? Give us a break. It's the 3rd time in a week you guys come knocking. Okay, I guess we're gonna just go in and beat up everybody. Someone said Fussroda. Oh my god. Well, which one of you is the dog who's selling young girls as indentured servants? Nice moves, Kung Fu Padre. Yeah. Oh, I can talk to you. Is that you? No, I could never. I only steal bitcoins. Is it you? I love robbing orphanages, but I know nothing about that. Is it you? No, please, I only sell drugs to kids. I know nothing about a slave chain. I'm clean. I might be the man you're looking for. Har, har, har. You must be in charge of these godless rats. Yes, I am. My name is Matthew. What brings you to this place of perdition, kind father? First you shoot, then you call me kind. I hate hypocrisy. Oh, that for me shooting is just a tick. A bad habit. I've had it since I was little. And what does it have to do with... I've been shooting at anything I wanted since I was 5. I shot my toys, my baseball bat, my friends, everything. Eventually my therapist said that if I couldn't stop shooting at stuff and people, then I might as well become a gangster. And here I am. Best piece of advice I ever received. Har har har. Oh, my viewer count went up. Someone joined us. Did we get someone new? Hello! This is the closest thing I had installed that was a horror game. It's text exorcism, but hey. Welcome, Echo. Oh god, I'm gonna yawn. Pardon me. Figured I'd make something horror-esque a backdrop to, talking about horror podcasts. Yeah. And what does the Holy Church need from me, Father? I don't work for the Holy Church anymore. We had artistic differences. Listen, are you aware that some girls sold as slaves were linked to this rat hole you call a club? Maybe I am, maybe not. You're gonna have to make me answer. Why don't you come over here, Father? And now I have to do a bullet hell while typing words. Wait, can I talk to these guys still? I can. No, I'm a game developer. I steal money in many ways, but no slaves. A game developer. Shame on me, I just lost 1,000 liras. I knew I should have bet on you. Is it you? Ugh. Oh, that one didn't have anything to say. Okay, that was all of those ones. Ugh, the nerve. You're stressing me out, Father. I feel like I need to let off some steam. Har har har. I feel an itch. Let's see if I can scratch it with the help of some hot lead. Okay. Where's my book? Where's my book? Where's my book? Eh? Yeah. Yeah. That's not enough. Not enough. I'm gonna need to use some explosives to revive this party. Just try and defuse them if you can. Take cover, everyone. Eh? Ugh. Don't know what that was about. Oh god. Oh god. Ow, my book. So is anyone still with me? Ah! Why am I stuck? Why am I stuck? Why am I'm stuck. I am glitched into a corner. Great. Woo! Oh, there we go. Hey, let me move. Hey, let me move. Okay. Yeah, he's an exorcist priest. From an alternate universe where the church stops having a pope. And now it's just kind of this lawless thing. And we are... Yeah. I died. Yeah, I died. Oh yeah, I'm using the name Jon because you could put 3 letters. And I thought that'd be funny. Yes, but this is the Textorcist, the story of Ray Bibia. Oh, I meant to hit retry. Oops. Oh, here's the title screen. While I have a drink. I love this music though, it's so good. We're at a nightclub. It's a bit much. Alright, what's the skip button? Hold space. Okay. Oh yeah, he goes in and he beats up everybody. Someone said first row dog again. No, please. Right. So then we talk to this one and he opens the way for us to get to this dude named Matthew. And I will try to beat him again. If I'd hit retry, it probably wouldn't have put me back at the beginning of the level. That might have been my bad. Okay. Yeah. See, the typing would be easier if I didn't have to fucking move around so much. And you can't be too far away, because it looks like you need to be... Okay. Oh, viewership's up a little bit. Who's out there? While I fail at this level. I'm on level 2, and I'm failing. I don't like this guy's gun. My goodness. I don't like one-handed typing. Ugh. I hope this is entertaining. Okay, now the hard part. Ow. I'm not liking this. What's it? Oh, demilitarize. I did that wrong. Oh, no. Huh. I thought it said dematerialize, not demilitarize. Huh. This is the second fight of the game. Technically third, I guess, if you count the tutorial level. Ah! I didn't think I was gonna be this bad at it because it's a typing game. I like typing games. Oh my god. Yeah! I walked right into that one. Huh. I'm already down to 3. Oh no, it is this his bar. That might be his bar. Oh, those little bursts. I'm never ready for them. Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. See, that was avoidable and I still hit it. I have to restart the phrase. Why am I so bad at this? Oh, my heart's at the bottom left. I only just noticed that. Huh. Okay. No. I don't want to do this again. Okay. Okay. Damn it. Just gonna take a little break for a bit. How are you guys doing? You doing good? Why is this so hard? I was going for scary. I got rage instead. That's how I feel about that right now. Move my phone. Anybody there? Just updating my stream info because I don't really feel like playing that anymore. There we go. Alright, I have background music on. Turn that down a little. Okay. Is anybody still with me? Hello? Just gonna say hello into the void a few times. Why is my phone updating things now, of all times? Silly phone. Has anyone new joined us? Oh, actually, I should put my goal onto this page. Ah, where should I put it? I should make it smaller. I can go down here. There. That looks good. Not gonna have enough people to warrant my giveaway, I don't think. Oh well. Someday I'll give away this extra copy of Dead Space I have sitting around. I guess to clear up some dead air, I will tell that story. My partner is a huge fan of Dead Space. He has one tattoo, and it's Dead Space related. And so when they came up with the remake, he was ecstatic, to put it very simply. So I banded some friends together to make enough money so that we could get him the collector's edition for the remake, which has like the helmet and the little marker statue and a bunch of other stuff. And it also came with a game code. And this game code is for the Origin version of the game. But the thing is, when the game released, they didn't send me the game code. And so I go to the people who that you bought the collector's edition from. I was like, hey, where's my game code? I would like the PC game code. Because everyone else was getting shipped like the physical copy of the game, but for the PC it's just the code. And it took a while for them to get back to me, but my partner really wanted to play the game, so he went and he bought it on Steam. But they did eventually get back to me and give me the game code that they didn't give me. So now I have that game code still sitting around because my partner bought it on Steam. And he doesn't really need both the Steam version and the Origin version because they're the same thing. So, I could get it for myself, I guess, but I don't really think I'll play it. To anyone who's been in Johnny's streams before, I sent a couple coffees asking him to play Dead Space. But Stanley Parable Run, but he said he would play Dead Space next, and then Resident Evil 4 came out. The remake came out. So I'm currently waiting for Johnny to play Dead Space. Because I want to see him play it. So there's that. Yeah. I do kind of want to make this a weekly stream thing. I think I'm going to start it later, so around now, actually. Because now it's about almost 2 p.m. my time. And he streams at 3 p.m. my time. And if my stream is an hour, I can call it the Horror Podcast Hour or something stupid. And have like a little bit of alliteration going on. So there's that. Yeah. Let's see, what have I listened to? I've listened to Magnus twice. Oh, is my chat misaligned? Dead Space is horrifying. Kind of. It's also wonderful. How is that? Okay. That looks better. I'm still new to streaming. I've only been streaming for about 2-3 weeks. Religiously. I did a little bit before that, but nothing. That was just kind of like me testing the waters. So me being active for the past 3 weeks is me still learning the ropes of what I'm doing. But, that being said, I'm enjoying it, but things can get scuffed. Yeah, Dead Space. I used to have an extreme aversion to horror. I grew up extremely sheltered. I think one of my first real exposures to horror was watching the movie Saw, and by that I mean the first one, and I spent the entire movie crying behind my boyfriend's back, screaming. So that didn't leave a good taste in my mouth at the time. But pixel horror games that I watch on Manly Badass Heroes channel, if you've heard of him, I watch a lot of his playthroughs, and then listening to audio horror fiction really helped me get over that, but I'm still not quite there. But my current partner and I have been friends since grade 1. We've known each other our whole lives. And so when we were in high school, I think I went to his place one time and he was just playing Dead Space in the dark, and I was not okay. But now I can watch him play it and I'm fine. So I'm very proud of that. I have come a long way, I would say. So there's that. I haven't really done just chatting streams much yet, which is why I was going for a game at first. But I wonder if some of my potential influx of viewers left because I was playing something instead. I don't know. Yeah, I was at a friend's house and they wanted to watch it, and I was like, "What's this?" And they were like, "You'll see." And I was like, wow, my young, malleable Christian mind cannot handle this. I am no longer religious. Nothing like growing up in the church. I wasn't allowed to watch Care Bears because there's a wizard in it. No, that's not a joke. I wish it was. That's how sheltered I was. And yet Lord of the Rings was fine. Which I don't understand. I guess if you like something before you become a Christian, and then you become a Christian and you're like, I'm just gonna keep liking this thing I liked beforehand. Because both of my parents came from non-Christian families and then found God in their own lives and got together that way, which I find interesting because almost everyone I know who is a Christian comes from like Christian families who like go back a ways. But mine didn't find it through family, they found it through church outreach and each other. And so like the rest of my extended family isn't religious. And that really made us stick out from the rest of the family. Not that I have much family, which is fine. Yeah. Dad was an avid reader before he became religious, and so he had already liked Tolkien's works and said they were fine. Like, C.S. Lewis was fine, but his fantasy novels were based in the Bible because Jesus is a giant lion. So, I mean, I've read all the Chronicles of Narnia like 3 times. But, yeah. You know, have you seen the new Hobbit movies that they made that are like in the style of the big LOTR movies? But they made the Hobbit ones, and they did the version of the Misty Mountains song. I read that book when I was a kid, and I came up with a melody for that song that I still remember. And mine is very different. Like, I think the one from the movie is like, far over the misty mountains old, through dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to seek the pale and something like gold. When I was a kid, the melody that I came up with was, far over the misty mountains old, through dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to seek the pale enchanted gold. That's what I came up with. They're very different. I was like, this is like Disney Dwarf Yo-Ho song. And I can pretty much remember the whole song because of that, if I sing it in my melody. So there's that. Somehow I've gone from horror podcasts to The Hobbit. I really expected more people. Oh, I have to stretch my neck out. Nulla's gonna look weird for a second. Ugh. Yes, this is... I am Nulla. This is Nulla. Creature of the Void. Which you think would make her a vast avatar, because she's from a unending purple nebula of nothing. But she's actually a dark avatar. If she was in the TMA universe anyway. This is partially because the void as nothing is also darkness. And I mean, look at her eyes. And also because I have another OC character that was my vast avatar already. So I'm like a dark avatar with a touch of the vast. Something like that. The vast darkness of my eyes. But I don't have any characters that actually are specifically like TMA OCs. I just take the characters that I already have and I go, okay, you would be this, and then you would be this, and then you would be another thing. Like, I personally would either be lonely or desolation. I usually go with desolation. My Final Fantasy XIV character is an eye avatar. And then the character that I have that's my vast avatar is basically a human cloud. So she's just a cloud, but that took a human shape. So in other properties where she cannot be a humanized cloud, she has things to do with clouds, and so she's kind of... Oh, nice! Oh, nice. I should do that to some of my retainers or something. I have a retainer that's based on my personal favorite Vtuber, and then the rest are just characters I made up. I should definitely maybe change one. It's like, this one's my favorite VTuber, and then, this one is John, and then Vieira. I don't know if I would have picked Vieira, but then I don't know what I would pick. I mean, I guess even though they're tall, they're kind of scrawny. I want to see now. Have you posted a picture of him anywhere? I want to see him. Do you actually actively play this character, or did you just, like, design it? I want to see it. As I suddenly get... Whoa, why am I suddenly so choppy? Ah! I made a retainer at some point, I didn't remember, but looks like me. Why did I do that? I did that. I made a retainer that just looked like my character. I don't think I do have a pick. I haven't played in a few months. Ah, okay. Good old sub fee, right? I have been contemplating the idea of the fears in Final Fantasy XIV, because for one thing, I don't know if you've finished the current expansion, but, like, we've defeated some shit at this point. What would be interesting is maybe making them one of the 13 shards. Like, having one of the 13 shards have the fear avatars or something. Okay, Endwalker is amazing. Play it when you can. I'm not kidding. It is... I don't know how long you've been playing, but my partner and I have been married in game since August 5th, 2017, which means that this year marks 6 years of us playing this fucking game. This game that took over our lives. Made some of our best friends on there. Went through a shit ton of drama. And yeah. Also, my partner's Final Fantasy character would be a slaughter avatar. Oh, another thing I like to contemplate is, back to Dead Space, Isaac Clarke, what he would be an avatar of, and what the necromorphs are. And I kind of went with, like, their flesh and their corruption. So, but, like, not in the bug corruption style, but, like, because corruption isn't just bugs. As we know. It's a lot more than just bugs. I just want to clip just that line that says I love slaughter. I just want to screenshot that and post it with no context. Just look what they said. They love slaughter. How dare they? So I didn't play since 1.0, which I'm assuming is what you would consider the pilot, or maybe even before before 1.0. I don't know what the beta was for all that, but 1.0 is the game that eventually got burned to the ground so that we could have 2.0, which is the game we know now, with all of the expansions attached to it. So they probably have the little back tattoo that you get for having played the original. So there's that. If anyone else is lurking, don't feel afraid to say hi. Just kind of chatting, shooting the shit, talking about horrors and horror adjacent things. If some people are here because of my yarn work, thank you. I do love the amount of love I've been getting on my yarn work. I can't wait to finish my John plushies, note that I say plural, because there's too many Johns. The first one I'm doing is John Doe Malevolent, which I have a post up on my Tumblr and my Twitter about. If you haven't listened to Malevolent, listen to Malevolent. I want to make a John Sims plushie, but the way I make my plushies is I use the pattern that is the knitting pattern for Sackboy from Little Big Planet. If you don't know who that is, look him up. He's adorable. But they came out with an official knitting pattern for him. And he's got like a little body, and a giant head. So the head gets the most detail, and I've made a couple of these, but they need a specific kind of yarn. And on top of that, finding yarn in like what I consider skin tones is a nightmare. So I picked John Doe first because I just had to get black. I also got this yarn that's black with a gold thread in it. I don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I'm going to work it into John's design somehow. Oh, that's cute. I want to see that. I love crafts based on stuff. I have never had a ball jointed doll. It would be cool, but I have too much yarn already. I'm kind of like, I'm too old to get into anything else at this point. I'm too tired to customize things. I'm just gonna stick to my yarn. I have a drawing tablet sitting next to me that I haven't even used because I don't draw that much, if at all, and I am completely out of practice, and I have never drawn anything noteworthy. And sometimes I'm like, I want to draw, and I want to sing, and I want to do a bunch of other stuff, and I'd like to cosplay, and I'm like, I'm chronically ill with pain and I'm 31. I'll just do my yarn. Oh, the struggles of being an adult. And here I am being a streamer, so like, or at least attempting to be. But I definitely want to see your crafts. Oh, you know what I should do? I should start like a horror podcast crafting circle. Eventually, I want to be able to stream myself working on my yarn stuff. I just have not figured out how to do that yet, but I will. And then I will have chatting streams where I am also making my yarn crafts, whether that be knitting or plastic canvas, which is what I make the pixel characters on. Also, if you are not following my pixel artist on Tumblr, you had better go follow her this instant, because she's amazing. Anyway. Like, the first pixels of hers I did, I asked for permission to use it, and I said, I'm not selling it. And she's like, oh yeah, fine. And now we're like really good friends. And if I ask her to make a pixel for me, she makes it within a week. Just because I asked. And I was like, okay, but what if I ever want to sell something as a commission? Like, how do you want to split this? Like, because these are your designs, and I don't want to take credit for them ever. Like, what do you want me to pay you? And she's like, no, don't worry about it. And I'm like, no, these are your designs. I'm just using them. Let me, like, split, like, if I make commission off of this. And she was like, no, it's fine. And I was like, God damn it. I don't. She's too nice. She needs more credit. On anything I have posted that has her sprites in it, she is linked, so it's easy to find her. She's amazing. She's a great friend too now. And her non-pixel art is also good, so there's that. And for the person who said that they've started, or you're done, season 1 of Malevolent, you have so much coming. You get on that. We will refrain from Malevolent spoilers in this chat for this. But yeah, get on that. It's a ride. Oh, since you guys are new to my channel, actually, I will give you a quick run-through of Nola's toggles. I don't know how much you know about VTubers, but generally our models have like a couple different things that you can turn on and off. So actually I'll zoom out a bit as well so you can see all of her, because there's a bit more. Look, I have hands! I have hands! Now, there actually isn't anything below this. I don't have legs right now. I decided to save money by not having legs. Thank you. I'll do a mini redo of my debut. I am drawn and rigged by @Kuago the Owl on Twitter. Usually, you will need an artist and a separate rigger, so the rig is the way that it moves. You will need someone else to do the rigging, but she did both, and while it is not 100% perfect, some things pop in and out here and there. Look at how cute she is anyway. Look at how nice she moves. Oh yeah, go ahead. You can post links. That's fine with me. I have a feeling that my current third viewer might be one of my mods. So, I mean, I'm not too worried. Oh, wait, I'm mad now. So I have my Steam notifications on. I just saw my brother, my real-life brother, started playing Power Wash Simulator, which is one of my favorite games of all time right now, and he's not talking to me. And I'm like, We could be bonding playing this game that I love, but no, you don't want to talk to me because you're a dick. Oh, Power Wash Simulator. It's so dumb. I love it. I have beaten the entire campaign twice because I have problems. Well, no, because the first time I beat the campaign, it didn't give me the achievement for beating the campaign, and I got mad. Oh, wait, Nulla's design? You mean... Oh, you mean the doll, right. She linked things. I haven't even clicked them yet. Ugh. Okay, wait. Okay, so there's the base, and then... Okay. Oh, so you actually make the doll itself. Yeah. Oh, we're up to 4. Hello. I'm just gonna do the rest of this, quick mini showing off of Nulla. You may notice I'm wearing a shark tooth. Also, one of my rings, let me just zoom in a little on her hand. If you look at her ring on her hand, it is actually a shark wrapped around her finger. That is because when my partner eventually joins me as a streamer, he is going to be a shark. We are both a bit shark obsessed. So I have him as a shark on my finger. And this is one of his teeth. And he's the one who broke my horn. You may notice that I have a broken one. He broke it. And I took his tooth as compensation. And now we're married or something. But yes, toggles. So like I said, VTubers, if you don't know about VTubers, we have toggles. First one, I can take my sweater off. I can take my sweater off for those hot days. Like right now. It may be summer in Canada, but it's still summer. So I can take that on and off. If you're wondering about the symbols on my arms, I asked my mama. That's what it's a VTuber thing. When someone draws your character or rigs your character, they're your mama or your papa, depending on their gender, obviously, or what they prefer. So in this case, my mama, I asked her for like symbols down my arms, and I wanted something, you know, kind of like void-like or something. And she suggested this Filipino script because she is Filipino, so she's allowed to use it. It's called Baybayin or Baybayin. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it. And I know that it reads as Little Star. I think it's pronounced Munting Bituin. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but that's what it says. And as you can see, it kind of fades in and out. It's very cool. And then my other toggles, just to run through them. I can blush. I can be disgusted or angry or warn you that I'm coming for you. I'm watching you. And I can be sad. And that's all my toggles. That's all. How could you hurt me like this? So that's my toggles. Anyway, quick VTuber introduction. Yeah, my other half might start as a PNG tuber at some point, but as I mentioned earlier, I am chronically ill and kind of don't do anything, and I was like, why don't I just stream in my spare time and maybe eventually I'll earn money? And now I do earn money, so there's that. Not much, but hey, it's a start. This even tracks my eyebrows. It's so cool. Like I said, I've only been streaming for like 2-3 weeks, so she's still kind of a novelty to me. Oh no, my viewer count went down. Must talk about horror podcasts. Oh, one dumb thing. I started working on a fanfic. I don't write much, so I don't know how far I'm gonna get into it. But it's John and Martin going somewhere else, ending up in a Pokemon region. Not that inspired, but I've come up with some pretty good story beats for it. Oh, that's cute! Oh, that's cute! Oh, that's too cute. John's starter is an egg that hatches into a shiny Eevee that becomes an Espeon. So it's a bright green cat. And he's probably gonna name it like the Emperor or the Captain or some thing like that. I don't know what yet. I haven't picked the what. Martin's getting a Lillipup. I haven't decided the rest of their teams yet. At first they're gonna think the fears aren't there, but then there's gonna be some stuff that happens. And then there's gonna be Pokemon corrupted by fears. So there's that. And I call them Fearmon. Because that's just the easiest thing to call them. Oh, that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. That's a good one. Yeah, in the end, I'm not using a pre-established Pokemon region because one, that would mean that I would have to research the characters and how everything goes for that Pokemon region. And while I have played numerous Pokemon games, I just do not remember them that well, and I do not feel like doing that. So I am inventing my own Pokemon region with my own characters and my own teams, and I do not care. I am naming the region myself. I would rather do that than having to research and possibly mischaracterizing characters, because that is one thing that holds me back in fanfic. Like, I already want to do a third re-listen just to make sure I characterize John and Martin well enough in my writing, because I am terrified of not doing them justice. Like, absolutely terrified, which is probably why I haven't even started writing anything. I've written like 5 sentences of the beginning, and that's it, because I know how it starts. Which is John being woken up by a spinnerack. Because I'm that cruel. We came up with John knows what Pokemon are, but he's like only really known the original 151, so when you go past that, he like doesn't really understand them. He didn't keep up with it. It's not his thing. Meanwhile, Martin definitely knows what Pokemon are. So John wakes up first. They're in a forest. Suddenly there is a cartoon spider crawling on him. And then he backs up into Martin, and he's just like, help. I know this shouldn't be that scary anymore considering everything we've been through, but what the fuck is this? And Martin wakes up and goes, oh, that's a spinnerack. And John's like, what? Hello, Afton. I'm talking about my Pokemon thing. That I've only like written 5 sentences of because I am scared of characterizing John and Martin poorly, so I want to do another re-listen where I take extensive notes and pray that I'm doing them justice. I was playing the Textorcist earlier, which is a text horror game, and I found out I'm very bad at it. Because you have to move while typing, and I could not do it. I can do typing games. I can't do typing mixed with other shit games. So now we're just chatting. I was like, do I have anything horror themed currently downloaded? And I looked, and there was like Graveyard Keeper, which is interesting, but would have also taken a lot of concentration, and I don't know that much about it. And then I looked down, and I saw that I had the Textorcist installed. I'm like, this is kind of horror, right? But yeah, it was a typing game mixed with a bullet hell. I'm like, how am I supposed to type when shit's being shot at me? Like, excuse you, game. I kept dying on the second level. This guy was shooting me, like, with actual bullets. Yeah, but that's kind of more of a multiplayer thing. I think I haven't played it. So, I'm not entirely sure, but I have seen people play it, and that seems more like geared towards co-op. Maybe not entirely so, I don't know. See, I don't own a lot of horror games, is the problem. But yeah, I was just saying that, when John and Martin wake up in my future Pokemon region, John wakes up first, gets jump scared by a Spinnerack, doesn't know what a Spinnerack is, backs up into Martin. Martin wakes up, looks at it, and goes, oh, that's a Spinnerack. And John's like, a what? That's my opening scene. It's John getting jump scared by a cartoon spider. So there's that. We were talking about Horrorcraft. I've been doing some more pixels lately I have to upload. Yeah, I do want to do a third listen either way. I just haven't done it yet. I've been doing a lot of nothing in my free time because as much as I love streaming, it does take a toll on my back. So then I just have to lay down for a couple hours. I gotta get better at, like, actually doing writing while I'm laying down. I've listened twice. I have done a full listen of TMA twice, Malevolent up to the current chapter once. Yeah, my friends and I came up with that John would maybe know the original 151 Pokemon, but, like, he didn't keep up with it after that. He just kind of heard about them, but it wasn't his thing. But Martin definitely knows what other Pokemon are. So, like, when John is confronted with a Spinnerack first, he doesn't know that that's a Pokemon. He just sees Cartoon Spider and goes, what the fuck is this thing, and why is it climbing on me? And then Martin wakes up, looks at it, and immediately knows what it is, and John goes, what the fuck? Yeah, Twitch emojis are weird. Ugh. But yeah, I gotta figure out how I wanna, like, write on my phone. Because right now I just write in a notes app. I should probably, like, open a Google Doc. That would probably be the easiest thing. Oh, as Nulla starts stuttering. Nulla, are you okay? Nulla, stop it. Okay, I'm not dropping frames, so I guess that's... Oh, okay, we're back. Maybe my phone's overheating. Should be fine for now. Yeah, for streaming setup, I am primarily an Android user, but Apple has the superior face tracking, so I went and I found the lowest phone that had the good face tracking, and I bought a refurbished one. So I have like a little iPhone that sits on my desk, and that's my tracker. I can wink both eyes, but it makes it look like I'm squinting the other eye more than I am. Yeah, I mean, I could have used my Android phone. Okay, that's a good idea. Can I steal that? I haven't decided what Pokemon are or aren't going to be in my region. I don't think there's any that I'm going to fully exclude for any reason, except for, like, legendaries. And I do have a scene planned. Spoilers for the fic that I may never write. Where a legendary that they meet actually shows them how their old world is doing, because I'm cruel. It's like, no, you can't go back, but I'll give you, like, a little glimpse, and then, we'll see how that's going. Let me open my notes. Do I have anything else that's, like, interesting to share? Okay, yeah, somewhere else ends up being a Pokemon region. It's kind of both. It's kind of both. Like, he'd be happy, but what's gonna be happening on the other side is the question. Who knows? I'm just kidding. I'm not actually that cruel. One of my notes is weirdness ensues. John needs some fucking sleep. Anyway, Fearmon, God, what have I created? Oh, what else do I have? Meanwhile, Martin is having the time of his fucking life. Okay, here it is. John finds it hard to connect with the Pokemon at first, finds this whole thing ridiculous considering everything they've just been through. Meanwhile, Martin is having the time of his fucking life. Something finally convinces John to loosen up and get along with his shiny Eevee, who he names the Colonel or something like that, and their friendship evolves it into his shiny Espeon, because I wanted him to have the shiny green cat. It's just the easiest name. Martin knits or crochets the Colonel a little military-style hat. Because we have to have Crafter Martin in this house. Oh, later on, they both run a gym that's a double battle against both of them. The badge is an eye with fog around it. The building acts as an archive. Not every Pokemon is a Pikachu. Yeah, but they might as well be. Mm-hmm. I have played many Pokemon games. I did play competitive for a little while, not like hardcore or anything, but I do know the resources for like competitive players. So when I want to go hard on someone's like team being like strong, I know where to look. Be like, okay, let's build a strong team. Let's go here and look at these resources and see what these people did. And I mean, I know I don't always have to base it on the game stats, but to get an idea of stuff. Yeah, and when I say I played competitive, I mean like in the small town I lived in, we did actually have slightly competitive tournaments where we actually used the resources that the competitive people use, but like I never like played in full tournaments or anything like that. And I mean the games, not the TCG. I think I played competitive in Diamond and Pearl. Yeah. And there was this one dude who had a competitive team of evolutions, and him and I would always end on a draw because with me, he knew to keep everything, he knew to keep his Vaporeon last. Because I had this unkillable Swampert. Because this Swampert had Rest, Sleep Talk, Curse, and Waterfall, which means its only damaging move was Waterfall, but because it had Rest and Sleep Talk, it was nigh unkillable. And it could damage things while it was asleep, and then Curse was just like a little buff to use. I did not decide that was its move pool. That was what was given to me, because that's how competitive worked in the little town I was in. Is we got a little team to start with, and then we could train up our own after that, but it was so we had a base team to go on, and so I had this Swampert, and so the Vaporeon could not be damaged by Waterfall, but the Vaporeon could not kill my Swampert, and we would just be sitting there being like, what do we do now? The cute shinies. I have a competitively bred shiny Primarina who has near perfect IVs, and I do not know why I put the effort into her, aside from the fact that I wanted a shiny Primarina, which is the final evolution of Poplio. She is pretty, and so I wanted it. And I bred up the proper Poplios, and I got the perfect IV Dittos, and I got all the items that I needed. And so she has, I think, at least 4 perfect IVs. And she's shiny, and she is beautiful, and I haven't seen her in a while because I don't go on my DS. Changes to their fighting a child team. Okay, for the malevolence in the chat, what would John and Arthur's Pokemon teams be? Also careful for spoilers because one person has not passed season 1. Assuming they're still here. I was actually just thinking that. I was like, what's something Arthur would have? And that is the first thing that came to my mind, was a Gumshoos. I don't really know what they'd have. I'm sitting here quiet because I'm like, what would they have? And Gumshoos was the only one that I thought of. I have skipped a couple Pokemon games, but for the most part I've played quite a lot of them. You'd think I'd have a better idea of a good amount of them. I will say my personal favorite Pokemon, who, now that I think about it, really suits Nulla's vibe, is Chandelure. That's my personal favorite Pokemon. So Nulla would have one of those. Chandelure is my baby. For the character that is me in my stupid somewhere else is a Pokemon region fic, I will have a Chandelure on my team. I think I'm going to be the fire gym leader. Probably. Obstagoon, Persian, yeah, Esper. Someone mentioned earlier giving John an Esper, as in John Sims, because of the eyes. Chandelure is my baby. My baby in the current game, I have Violet, is, wait, Square? What do you mean, Square? Did I miss a thing? I have a regular shiny that I did through hatching, but I don't know what a square Chandelure is. Should I Google this? I'm gonna Google this. The fuck is a square Chandelure? Squares instead of stars? Square what? I'm still so confused. Oh. That's so weird. Like, I don't get it. Yeah, ghosts are top tier. Ghosts are my favorite. Ultra shiny. Okay. So, do they look any different than normal shinies? What's the point? I don't understand what the point is. Oh, so like when you summon it, it'll have squares instead of stars look better. Like, what's the point? Like, do you understand why I'm confused just learning about this now? Just the entrance effect. It's like how they have never given us back the things where you could put stickers on the entrance effects of the Pokeballs. It's like here, now instead of stars, you can have squares. Have our lame-ass squares. Yeah, I remember friggin' the stickers. Those were fun. And they couldn't stop you from spelling fuck you when you opened a Pokeball. Oh, there was a shiny Chandelure raid event? Shit, I missed that. That's what I get for not paying attention to the game. Penguin Day event, what? I'm getting off of Google. Yeah. Oh, that's not a bad one. Or maybe like an unknown. Give John a random unknown. What unknown would he want? Just a J? Oh, maybe a Y. Give John an unknown. Yamask is good. Yamask is good. Oh, we're at 10. We're at 250. Was just opening up Johnny's Twitch so I can check if he's live. He is not yet. Oh, okay. Thank you for stopping in. Bye-bye. Wouldn't that just be a missing no? John Doe just summons a missing no. It's like, this is my life now. Someone leaves and my viewership goes up. Okay. No, wait, so like, the team is, Arthur has 5 Pokemon, and then when he's done, John just summons a missing no instead of having a 6th Pokemon. And their trump card is a missing no. Something dumb like that, I don't know. Hello everyone who's here. He throws the last Pokeball with the other hand! Yeah, he's got like 5 Pokeballs on one hip and 1 Pokeball on the other hip. So like his right hand reaches over to his left hip and throws those ones. And then his left hand reaches to the right hip, pulls out its 1 Pokeball. Throws out missing no. Glitches you to death. Ha. John's voice comes through when he commands it to do stuff. Also, I think the name John has traumatized my other half. Every time we hear it, in any capacity, in any place, he groans. It's the funniest thing now. It's like, look, there's just a lot of them, okay? We will be ending in a little bit, but don't leave because we're gonna raid into Johnny once he's live. From now on, I think I'm gonna start at 2. And I'm gonna make this a weekly thing and see if anybody joins me for the horror podcast hour. Where we chat about whatever. See if more people come, maybe. And maybe someday I'll give away this copy of Dead Space that I have burning a hole in my pocket. I said don't leave. That's okay, Afton. Thank you for coming at all. It's kind of a weird time. I know I'm in EST, it's going to be 3 p.m. For some people it might be a bit later or earlier, depending on. But, I mean, it's Friday, people are still working, or they're busy. It won't be the most poppin' off of times, and that's okay. I can live with that. At first I was like, is me playing a game making people leave? Me playing a game that I found out I was very bad at. It's always nice to see you pop in, though. In my early stages of streaming development, stable supporters are very appreciated. I'm gonna nuzzle the chat. You ready? That's how I nuzzle the chat. I want to add a dumb void particle reward where I nuzzle the chat. Now I don't know what to talk about. Oftentimes I'll just sit here making faces because I'm looking at Nulla while I'm doing it. And just be like, oh right, I should be like smiling. There, I'm smiling. $2.56. I don't know when I'm gonna do my 3rd listen of Magnus because, I mean, Protocol is not upon us yet, but it will be before I know it. And then I'll be like, well, now I'm not gonna re-listen to Magnus because we have Protocol to look at. Johnny needs to write another book so I have something to listen to. I have not read anything in a long time. I tend to just skim through text, so that's why I did the audiobooks instead. Because with podcasts, what I do is I color on my phone while I'm listening to something, and that kind of helps me retain what I'm listening to a bit better, is actually having something to do. And like with books, yes, you're physically reading a book or on your Kindle or whatever, but it's just not the same as it used to be for me, so I like to color while listening to my books. And I own a grand total of 3 audiobooks. So I have not picked up a lot of literature in a long time. Johnny's 2 books are the reason I even got any audiobooks at all, and the 3rd was a rec from a friend. So there's also that. Everyone is leaving. Oh no. I don't have anything interesting to talk about. Ah. I'm still learning how to be an entertainer. I need water. What do I want to stream when I wake up? I have some options. I'm excited for the 29th because my Power Wash Sim, My Beloved, is getting the SpongeBob update. Gonna play that with a friend. Steam, come here. What do I want to play? I don't know. Johnny has not started yet. Y'all are being quiet. Did everybody leave me? Am I alone in my void? I mean, I am a lonely avatar, so that kind of makes sense. Well, like, Nulla's a dark avatar. Personally, I'm a lonely avatar. Kinda. Somewhere between that and desolation. I don't know. Hello. I think echo in the ether sounds very nice. I wonder, do I have any horror games I haven't installed? That's a good question. I'll have to look at that. Last time I got to raid Johnny with like 8 people. That was fun. Also, he says Nulla Noct TVT, which I find very cute. It's supposed to be Noct from Nocturnus and then VT for Vtuber. Nocturnus comes from the Nocturne family of sharks. Because Nulla is just Nulla, but she's married to a shark named Corda, who broke her horn. I think I told all that earlier. What horror games would I be willing to play? I guess it's also a good question. Oh, Johnny's live. Cool, I can do the thing. I'm gonna pop us into a raid. Alright. Well, those of you who are still here, thank you for having stayed, and let's go.